So when I saw legislation changing in 2014 to allow for the cultivation of industrial hemp under the Farm Bill, I thought that it would be a great opportunity for an entrepreneur to kind of get in ahead of conventional ag and food to establish and write the rules for how it was going to be brought into the rotation. So Kentucky was the state that really leaned in and wrote the regulations and the legislation for it. And it was driven out of an acute need for replacing commodity crops and tobacco that had kind of been shut down in 2004 for one reason or another. Tobacco was going the way of the dodo here in Kentucky, and that was a big part of income on farms. We've lost 10,000 farms since the tobacco buyout in 2004. Small farms are 150 acres or less, so what else are you going to plant? You're going to plant chemically intensive soy and corn. Hemp is an ideal replacement for those crops. And so, yeah, I rolled up my sleeves, packed up my bags, moved from San Diego, California, to a place where I could run wild to some degree and, build a business around industrial hemp, and Kentucky's fostered that ambition. Victory Hemp Foods manufactures hemp foods, as the name would imply. We manufacture hemp hearts, hemp oil, and hemp protein powder. And then we sell it on retail store shelves as a bulk consumer ingredient. We're in the bulk bins at Whole Foods and some local grocers, as well as providing bulk ingredients to other food manufacturers who are using it as an ingredient or an additive. So I feel really fortunate to be in the hemp industry. Building a business, starting a business, a startup is incredibly diverse. It's for people who like fighting fires and challenging themselves and finding answers to questions that they didn't know would be asked of them. But when you look at the hemp industry and the fact that it's been behind bars for 70 years, it brings together a really diverse pool of people, and I like people. You have farmers, you have researchers, you have lobbyists, you have advocates, you have activists, you have product developers, you have engineers, you have financiers, you get to interact with politicians. And what we do has such enormous implications for the future of generations, including what we're doing now. I think that it's so much fun to engage with so many people on such an important topic.